Alright, I did it, guys. I went to the dark side. I swore I wasn't going to do it this time. It was getting bad. It was getting real bad. Didn't want to have to do this, but because I'm stuck at home, I did it myself. And I highlighted my own hair. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. First, I want to get into a couple things before I move on to the DIY hair coloring tutorial, which I swore I would never do on my channel, but we'll get into that in a minute. I have to mention a couple things. First of all, I wanted to say thank you to everybody that watches my channel. That means even though I'm not behind the chair, I can still work from home, and it's given me something to do, and I appreciate that. Which brings me to my next subject. Did you know that out of 100 of you watching this video right now, only 15 of you are actually subscribed to my channel? My subscribers compared to my view count, they're like this. View count, subscribers. So I would ask you, if you enjoy watching my videos or if you enjoy my channel, just click that subscribe button. It takes like 2 seconds and that helps me keep getting these videos out to you. Because if you enjoy learning new things, I got your back, and I will keep giving you these free educational videos. And at any time you have questions about my videos, all you have to do is just comment that below. I try to respond to each and every one of you, which brings me to my next subject. Because obviously I'm not behind the chair doing any hair right now, there are plenty of other ideas I have to put out for you. One of them being a Q&A. I've never done a Q&A. I don't even know if you're interested in a Q&A, but if you are, comment questions below on what you would like to know, either about the hair business, hair coloring, or even about me. Once I get enough questions, I will do that video too. Now, I understand the title of this video is how to highlight your own hair. Normally I wouldn't put out a video like this because I'm a big believer in having a professional do it. Now, that being said, I am not against anybody coloring their hair at home. And before you unsubscribe to my channel because you're a stylist, let me explain something. People are going to color their hair at home if they want, and retouches, going darker, adding color, that's one thing. People are going to do it. However, when it comes to highlighting, lightening your hair, using lightening products in your hair, I never recommend you doing them on your own, or even having somebody else who's not a professional or doesn't not know what they're doing to do it for you, because chemicals can get tricky. Now, when you're just doing a retouch and you're picking something that you've done yourself once a month for years, that's a different ballgame. When you are messing around with chemicals that lighten your hair, there are so many factors that come into play with that. Do you have chlorine on your hair? Do you have iron in your water? Have you used sun-in? Do you have previous color on your hair? If you can answer yes to any of these questions, put down the lightener. Just put it down, because 1, you're going to cause a chemical reaction that will melt your hair. 2, a color correction costs way more. Just chill out, wait for your stylist to be able to get back to work, and proceed from there. However, I know most of you are still going to attempt this highlighting your hair at home, and since you are, please just take your tips from a professional. Just know that I am in no way responsible for how your hair turns out. This is a use at your own risk. During the course of this video, while you're watching me apply the foils, I'm going to give you some ideas of what you can do while you are at home also. I first began by sectioning my hair to where I would like to place my highlights, and I'm only doing a half head because and only a few really. I'm not even doing a full half head. I don't want to do too many. I just want to blend in my regrowth until I can, get to have my hair fully highlighted. Now, I'm adding a couple in the back here because it's so dark that if I just put one in this section, when it falls backwards, it does brighten up the back. That way it's not so dark. Notice how fine I'm making the highlights. I am doing this because it is going to be more forgiving, meaning it'll blend in a lot better. If you do chunky or the stitch too big or the section too thick, then you're going to find problems with it blending in and looking too streaky or chunky. Unless that's the look you're going for, then by all means do that. However, if you're just trying to get something to blend in, or it's your first time doing this on yourself, then it's better to be safe than sorry. And obviously I repeat this on the other side. Now I'm deciding to place my top section over to the right because, well, I need to be able to get in here and see. And it's this whole thing, the whole process is going to be a little bit awkward, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Well, I want to start in the crown right there where I have a natural colic, because I know that when my hair splits, I don't want it to be really dark. Basically, I'm being strategic where I place these highlights because I'm not going to be putting a lot of them in there. And I want to make sure that all the areas that will bug me, that if they're not covered, are covered. Now, as I said in the intro, while you watched me place my foils, I was going to go over a few things that you can do yourself while you are not able to go to work. Most of you are not, your salons are closed and because of the quarantine, and you can't be at the salon, and you're probably going stir crazy if you're like me, where you just, like your job is fun. It's not a job. It's something that you enjoy doing. And also, you guys aren't making any money, most likely, right? You're waiting for the stimulus packages to get sent out. You're still now trying to file unemployment. That's how it's going in Michigan right now at this moment. Our governor just signed an order that we, as self-employed people, are able to now receive unemployment benefits, which is great. But what can you do right now if you don't have any money coming in and you're still waiting on your stimulus money? Because that's what we're all doing right now. I have some options for these. This option is mainly for the self-employed or chair renter, because you run your own business and you are able to do these things. Now, if you're an employee and you have an employer, this may not be an option for you. It's something you could discuss with them and maybe come up with some ideas. However, the first option which is what helped me pay my car payment on the first day of doing this, and it is offering gift cards at a discount. What I did is I sent emails out to my clients and to the clients that I had to reschedule for the next couple weeks due to the shutdown, letting them know about the cancellation and an opportunity for them to purchase a gift card at 20% off. And I just used my Square account and I sent them the link, and Square automatically discounted them their 20%, but I put the full amount that they purchased on the gift card and sent me everything minus 20% and the fee. Now, before you say, well, if you sell all these gift cards at 20%, then you're not making any money when you go to work, and then you have all these clients that is gift cards, and then you don't have any money coming in then. Think about it this way. Not all of your clients are going to be purchasing gift cards. I have sold 6 so far, and I sent them out about 5 days ago. And even if you do sell a bunch of money in gift cards, what I would do is pay myself half now and the other half as they come in to get redeemed. And all 6 of my clients are clients that have been coming to me for a fair amount of time. And also they tip me well. They appreciate me, which all my clients appreciate me, but they're the ones that I know they most likely did it because they're trying to help me out. And I know that they're helping me out. And I know that they are also the type of clients that do deserve to get a discount every now and then. You want to give back to your clients too, right? They give so much to me throughout the year. They deserve this also. And this is a great way to do that. It helps them and it also helps me. It's like a win-win situation for both of us. Another thing you got to think about too, it is a guarantee that they will be back in your chair when you go back to work. How many of you are going to go back to work and you are so busy that you're trying to figure out where you're going to put all these clients, and you're worried that maybe there are clients that can't wait and they're going to find another stylist that can get them in. And maybe they'll be back to you afterwards, but there's no really guarantee, and you don't want to have them go try somewhere else and then only to have it get messed up or whatnot. This guarantees that they're going to be back in your chair because they have a gift card to you. Yeah, I have an awkward colic hairline too, so I place my foils really different around my face because I cannot stand when I part my hair, pull it back, and there's a big chunk of dark. Something else that you could do if you're a chair renter or you run your own business and you have your own prices is go over your prices. This is an opportunity. You may have done this at the beginning of the year already. I don't usually do it at the beginning of the year anymore. This is actually when I begin to go over my prices. And the reason why March, April is the best time of year to reevaluate your prices is because in January, a lot of your overhead prices have gone up. A lot of companies that you work with or get your products from or whatnot, they are raising their prices. So by the time March comes around, then you'll notice a difference in your profit, and then that's when you need to go in and reevaluate your prices. And I actually do have a video on how to adjust your prices or figure out your prices if you are new to this and you don't really have like a formula for that. And I will link it in the card right here above, and I'll put it in the description below. Other things you can do, whether you are a self-employed chair renter or you are an employee or anything in between, are you can learn how to serve your clients better. Sometimes we get so used to our clients, we get comfortable with them that maybe we're not giving the best service. It's a good time to sit back and reevaluate how you can become a better stylist for your clients, for yourself. Maybe you can think of some of things that you can offer your clients. Like I have recently, we've always offered coffee and tea and water and all that kind of stuff. We even have little small cans of Coke and Diet Coke in our refrigerator. We don't offer alcohol in Michigan. You cannot offer alcohol, unfortunately. If you can do that, maybe some wine, obviously only to people above 21. I probably shouldn't even have to say that. But you can also, like I have recently put peanuts. Like sometimes my clients come in and they're famished. They're either on their lunch hour or they're after work and they haven't eaten dinner or they haven't eaten lunch or whatever, even breakfast. Peanuts is a good example to put out for your clients. Obviously, if anybody has an allergy, maybe there's something else you can have for them. I often have Nutri-Grain bars or granola bars in my station that I can offer them. I have little suckers at the checkout that my clients can take and or for their children or whatnot. These are the small things that make a big difference. Of course, I can't forget to take a selfie and put it on Snapchat. All right, I've rinsed out my lightener, my foils, and I'm getting ready to do the shadow root and toner using 7N, 9N, and 7NA to make like a 7/8. My goal is not to have like a shadow root look, but it is just to blend in my highlights with my dark hair because my natural level 5 hair against the level 9 highlights have such a contrast that I want to soften it, and that's what this will do. I'm basically just tapping it along the part line, not going all the way forward to my bang area yet because the front hairline, I don't want to add that on there. I want to keep that brighter, so that'll be the last area that I do. I just apply this to the side and immediate it back up to the middle part, and same on the other side. And then I make sure I get the 2 foils that I did on the back on each side to blend in so I don't have a streaky look. Like I said, this really will blend in, especially if you're DIYing this for one of the first times and it ends up being splotchy or you have bleed marks. By doing this will help blend those in a lot more and make it look more natural. All right, now this last tip I have for you will actually be probably the best thing that you can do for yourself as a stylist, whether you've been doing it for 1 year or 30 years, and that is education. We still have the internet right now. That is not gone. And there is so many things that you can find on anything that has to do with your business or your hair, which you could learn hair coloring, highlighting, balayaging. You can, if anything that you want to learn, you can learn on YouTube, basically. You could learn more business information. Anything that I've talked about today about learning, I do have so many other videos on my channel you can go check out my playlist. There are a lot of other channels that stylists have out where you can learn a lot of techniques. There's hair cutting, there's business, and whatever color line you use, they most likely will have education for you free right on their website. I know Redken does, and Matrix. I know TG has a YouTube channel. Redken, also Sam Vila, he has an amazing channel where he teaches just haircuts, and I love color. I specialize in color, but I still cut my clients' hair and I still love hair cutting, and I always like to learn something new. If you are a stylist that's open to learning something new and not closed-minded, you will succeed. You will be the one that prospers. You will be the one that will have clients that keep coming to you, because if clients get bored or they think that you don't know and you're not keeping up with the times, they'll probably find somebody that does. So keep up your education. That way when you get back, you will be refreshed and it'll still be strong in your head, because you might be off for a month, if not more, and it'll help keep you motivated. Now notice that around the hairline, especially in the bang area, I am just tapping the root. I'm not spreading it down, just a little tap tap. And the reason I'm pulling it apart and separating to each side is because if I lay it backwards, the ends will touch the color that I don't want that's in the back there. Now for the all over toner, I am using 10 neutral, 9 gold beige, and the new matte colors. I'm using 9M, which is a 9 matte. It is not mocha, so please don't be confused and think that the M stands for mocha, because you will be sorry if you're trying to go for a warm look. Now, if you're wondering why I'm using a gold beige along with an ash, it is because the mattes are actually a green blue base, and I want to ensure this is the first time I'm using it. My hair always has a brassy tinge to it. No matter what I use, I feel like nothing ever counteracts it enough unless it's darker and then it's just too drabby. And I am using just a splash of the matte, and I use a splash of the 9GB because I want to make sure that it doesn't get drabbed down too much. But this is the only lighter tone that has a green base to it. I figured to help counteract the brassy tones, which it did. This is the after result. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you liked it, there's that little thumbs up button down there. Now let me know what it does. Does it turn colors? Does it give fireworks off? Just click it and see what happens. And don't forget that subscribe button down there. Just hit it. It's right there. Yep. Thank you. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey guys. Really? In the comments?